Vagrant SSH fails with VirtualBox. Vagrant app fails when it gets to the SSH part. Then when I subsequently try and connect using Vagrant SSH or Vagrant Reload or similar, I get this. Please help. I'm really stumped. Kind regards. Luke.
I saw this problem with my setup and eventually narrowed it down to the fact that I'd added a name onto the localhost file. So I had removed the alias which I'd added and it booted OK. Thanks to Excepurlazuli for the clue that it was networking related.
I have had the same problem with the box given in the Getting Started of Vagrant site. My solution below is for this tutorial's box. I find a solution here, this URL. In the Vagrant file, at the GUI mode, config.vm.boot_mode equals column GUI. Run, Vagrant up. In the GUI, log with the user Vagrant, password equals Vagrant. In the GUI, run sudo /etc/init.d/networking restart in /etc/network/interfaces file. You must now have a section with #vagrant begin, #vagrant end. Run Vagrant Reload on the physical machine.
This is an intermittent problem for me, and definitely seems to be related to networking. I found some more helpful information at Vagrant GitHub issues number 391 and number 455. I tried deleting my unused host-only network and VirtualBox settings, as recommended as a potential fix in one of the GitHub issues, which didn't seem to help. Starting in GUI mode, as described in a previous answer, is a great way to debug/fix problems. I found that it's because for whatever reason, the VM cannot obtain an IP address on startup. Starting in GUI mode then logging in, Vagrant/Vagrant, and running, sudo client, in the guest OS would retrieve the IP address and the Vagrant setup process would complete successfully. Still looking for a permanent fix though. Hope this helps. Edited to add. A helpful suggestion was added to GitHub issue number 455 which involves adding the following config to your Vagrant file. This is currently working for me, and seems to make sense since the problem seems to be related to timeout. Increasing the number of tries should increase the probability of the SSH process succeeding in time. It's an intermittent issue in the first place so I'll reserve judgment for a while, but fingers crossed it'll work. Thanks to Carl1980 for suggesting the fix.
If Vagrant up fails, I recommend the following. Boot with GUI mode. This helps to see if the image is broken, or for example what it does before the provisioning is started. Set config.vm.boot_mode equals column GUI in your Vagrant file. Debug logging, run the provisioning with debug, chef.log_level equals column debug. Repackage the box. Sometimes you need to install something before everything else runs, to bootstrap the bootstrapper. That's not really possible, so the easiest is to boot a VM without any provisioning, install whatever you need and repackage the box. Vagrant box repackage foo, then, Vagrant import foo, and then add foo in your Vagrant file. Note, GUI mode can have other issues. For example, for me, no provisioning works with Vagrant 0.7.5 when GUI is enabled. It's still great to debug the actual box though.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.